Preventative maintenance is essential to the front-end loader. The better care you take of your machine, the longer it lasts. PM must be performed at specific ODOT-required intervals to keep the machine safe and in good operating condition. Make sure you have all the proper gear while maintaining your front-end loader. Familiarize yourself with warning plates, decals, labels, and signs. Do not use solvent, gasoline, or chemicals to clean warning signs because that may cause corrosion or fading. Keep your hands away from any moving fans during operation and keep all the guards and covers in proper position. ODOT prohibits tobacco use on all state property. When starting the preventative maintenance, move the machine to a level area and lower the bucket to the ground. Then, shut the engine down by placing the front-end loader in neutral and turning the key to off. Never turn the front-end loader off suddenly because that can seriously damage the turbocharger. Exit the front-end loader using 3 points of contact and place a warning tag on the operator controls to alert others of the ongoing maintenance. Lock all inspection covers. If the engine needs to run during service, always have at least 2 people working together. Always use adequate equipment to support and block any parts. Do not work under any equipment supported solely by a lift jack. Make sure you allow time for the front-end loader to cool before checking the hydraulic oil. Check the sight gauge attached to the hydraulic tank. While using gloves and eye protection, always place a drip pan under any fill tube. Once the machine has sufficiently cooled off, slowly loosen the cap to relieve pressure before removing it. Use extreme caution while doing this, as hydraulic fluid under pressure can penetrate your skin and cause severe injury. After filling, make sure to check all the hydraulic lines for any leaks. Greasing your front-end loader is essential to keeping its joints lubed and in good working condition. The grease reduces friction between the pins and the bushings. It also replaces old grease, which may contain dirt and cause the bearings to fail. You will find greasing and lubrication points on the illustration on the front-end loader itself. Before greasing, wipe the zerks off to keep dirt from entering. Grease the zerks until the new clean grease is forced out through the outer seal. It usually takes between 10 to 15 strokes with a normal handheld grease gun. When you're finished, wipe off all the grease with a clean cloth. Next up are the tires. Tires require a daily service or every 10 hours of use. The operator's manual will have all the recommended operating pressures. Do not exceed the maximum permissible pressures because the tires may explode. To inflate the tire must be cool and the machine cannot have a load. The most dangerous area to fill a tire is in front of the rim. Instead, stand by the tire tread. Check your lug nuts and look for any broken, loose, or missing nuts and replace any that are faulty. And check for damage on the actual tires and tread. Make sure nothing is protruding from them. Inspect the bucket teeth and side cutters for wear and breakage. Do not allow the replaceable teeth to wear down to the point that the bucket base edge is exposed. It's cheaper to replace the teeth or blade bit rather than the entire bucket. Check the engine oil level by removing the dipstick and cleaning the tip with a rag, followed by reinserting it and checking to see if the oil is between L and H. The next fluid to check is the transmission fluid. Proceed by removing the fill cap and filling the transmission reservoir. Always contain or clean up any fluid spills to avoid any accidents or to keep hazardous elements from contaminating soils. Before checking the coolant, inspect the cooling fan blade. To check the coolant level, look at the red sight gauge. To check the level of windshield washer liquid, locate the washer tank below the operator's cab right above the ladder. Open the fill cap and add fluid if needed. Next, clean the air filters by opening the access cover and removing the filter. To clean the filter, use compressed air or mild soap and water. Front-end loaders have all different types of filters, so make sure you have the right filter when replacing them. Before starting any battery work, make sure to turn off all the switches including the engine when working on the battery and have someone help you. Use caution when checking the battery and make sure the wires are safe and not stripped or sparking. If you need to jump-start your battery, please follow your operator manual's instructions. At the end of each workday, make sure your front-end loader is full of fuel